Good morning. We're still waiting for some people to connect with their audio. So please be patient. I ask that you please mute your device until your case is called, because we can hear the background noise. We're still waiting on a few individuals able to connect to the audio. So just give us a few more moments and we will get started here shortly. In the meantime, I also need you to, on your device, if you look at the screen where it indicates who you are, you need to go and change it to reflect your legal name. So if your device says iPhone, if your device says Motorola, if your device says M8L Plus, I need you to go in and if you'll go to the top of your screen that you look at where you see your image to the right, there's some dots. If you click on that, it'll allow you to change your name to your legal name so we can identify who you are. Get started here shortly.
It says join, show name when participants join. Okay. Then it says, I don't know how to change my name. Do you know how to change your name? Because he wants us to put our names on there because it's saying like our phone. But there's no way. I don't know how to change it. You know what I mean?
Okay, good morning. Today's date is February 8th, 2023. The time is approximately 10:14 a.m. My name is Judge Tony Gonzalez. I am the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. We are on the record. All these proceedings are being recorded here in the courtroom, as well as being broadcast live on the court's YouTube channel. I want to thank y'all for being here this morning. A lot more people were summoned to show up today. They didn't. You folks did, and I thank you for that. Today's proceedings consist of the arraignment docket. We also have a few things on the show cause docket, okay? So I'm going to explain a few things before we get started. As you know, these proceedings are being conducted via Zoom. This has kind of become the standard way of conducting these hearings, and there's a silver lining to it. You guys get to be in the comfort of your own home or at work, and you can multitask while you're waiting for your case to be called, instead of being here in my courtroom, having to wait all morning for your case to be called. So if you look at it that way, I think you'll appreciate the situation we have here. So I need to let y'all know a few things. These are all Class C misdemeanors. Their fines in these cases normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a trial by jury. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify against yourself in your case. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Okay? Does everyone understand these rights? Okay. Some additional information I need to let you know. There are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain violations. For instance, if you are charged with driving without insurance, not only can you be subject to a fine and court cost in this courtroom, but you could be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas. If you have a question of whether your particular charge may be one of these type of violations that's subject to consequences beyond the courtroom, I strongly suggest you talk to an attorney. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest and a finding of guilt could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. Finally, if you are ordered to pay a fine and court costs and you are unable to meet that financial obligation, if you will let the court know, there are alternative means to meeting your obligation. There is an application that you fill out, you turn it into the court, it gets filed. We then have what's called an indigency hearing. At that hearing, I will make a determination if under the law you are in fact indigent. If I make that finding, then there's a number of things I can do. I can do an extended payment plan. I can have you do community service, or I can have you do a combination of those things. The point being is that just because you find yourself in a situation where you're like, I just can't pay this, that doesn't mean we can't do something else so that you can be compliant, okay? So if you find yourself in that situation, you let us know, okay? I think anything else I want to let y'all know before we get started. Any questions from anybody? Okay. Once again, I ask you to be patient until your case is called. I ask you keep your device on mute. If I see that you're not on mute, I can go and put you on mute. So you may see that happen sometimes, okay? Because we don't want any background noise. So I ask, once again, I just ask you to be patient, wait for your case to be called. Remember this, just because we're sitting in our living room or at work or in our vehicles, while you're in this Zoom hearing, it is as if you are in a courtroom. So I ask that, you not have breakfast while you're on Zoom, that you just kind of act the way you would act as if you were sitting in a courtroom, okay? All right. That being said, so this is how it's going to go. When I call your case, unmute yourself. I'm then going to ask you to raise your right hand and I'm going to swear you in. After I swear you in, I'm going to let you know what you're being charged with. I'm then going to ask you, how do you plead? You're going to have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing in that I will find you guilty, and then go to the punishment portion of the case. The only difference between those two pleas is that when you plea no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not contesting the charges, but that you do agree that there is enough evidence before the court to substantiate a finding of guilt. The other time this comes into play is in a civil proceeding. If your plea of guilty can be used in that civil proceeding to try to prove negligence. And if you plead no contest, that plea cannot be used in a civil proceeding. So that's another difference, okay? So I'm gonna ask you, how do you plead? If you plead guilty or no contest, we go to the sentencing portion of the case. At this time, in your case, if there's anything you wanna let me know before I hand down your sentence, that's gonna be the time. You can talk to me about anything. If there's any mitigating circumstances you want me to consider, I can consider it at that time. A lot of times people come to court on this day and they want to talk to the judge and let him know why they feel they shouldn't have received a citation, or why they feel they are not guilty, or if they have a valid excuse. And I'm not allowed to talk to you about any of those things unless unless we are in trial and I'm hearing the facts of the case. But if you enter a plea and there's something you want to let me know after you enter a plea, I can listen to you to whatever you want to tell me, okay? If you enter a plea of not guilty, you will then be set for a trial. You're going to have the choice of whether you want a trial in front of a jury or a trial in front of the judge. Whichever one you choose, you will be set for a pretrial. First, you will receive notice the way you received notice today via mail. We'll verify your address, and you will appear via Zoom, and there will be a prosecutor present representing the state of Texas. You will have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor if you so choose. Now, with the prosecutor, you can discuss any defenses you feel you have, any excuses you feel that need to be taken into consideration. Anything you want to discuss regarding your case, you can do it with the prosecutor, because he is the one bringing the case on behalf of the state of Texas. He has the ability to recommend a plea bargain agreement. He has the ability to recommend dismissal of the case if he so chooses, if he feels it's warranted. Also at the pretrial, if there's any pretrial motions that you want to have heard by the court, they need to be filed before the hearing, and I will entertain those motions at that time. If you are unable to resolve your case at pretrial, then your case will be set for trial, whether it's in front of a jury or in front of the judge. Okay. So before I call the first case, is there any questions from anyone right now? Let me ask this. Anyone who does not speak English? ¿Alguna persona que no habla inglés? Okay. All right. That being said, I'm going to call the first case. Court calls number 2207-004490, State of Texas versus David Peña. David Peña. David Peña. Court calls number 2207-004492, State of Texas versus Mario Jimenez. Mario Jimenez. Mario Jimenez. Court calls number 2207-004491, State of Texas versus Rosemarie Peña. Rosemarie Peña. Rosemarie Peña.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to, are you the one that says, it says M8L?
M-A-L.
I'm looking at your device.
Yes.
Okay,
I tried to change my name, but I couldn't.
I'll do that for you right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Ms. Peña. Can you please raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I do.
Ms. Peña, you are charged with the offense of assault family violence alleged on or about December 22nd, I'm sorry, December 14th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge? Ms. Peña, are you aware of that charge?
What was that, sir? I couldn't hardly hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to say it again. You are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on December 14, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where the complainant is David Peña, and you are alleged to punching him in the face. Are you aware of this charge?
No, sir.
You're not aware of it?
No, because I didn't do anything to him, sir.
Okay, I'm not asking if you did it, Ms.
Okay.
Ms. Peña. I'm just, are you aware of the fact that somebody's accusing you of this?
Yes.
Okay. Before I go any further, I have to read you an admonishment that I'm required to by the state of Texas. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or any ammunition pursuant to federal law 18 USC section 922 G9 or section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to access or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. All right, Ms. Peña. As to the charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on or about December 14th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest, sir.
Okay, Ms. Peña. Is that what you wanted earlier? You said you didn't do it, but you want to plead no contest.
Yeah, I didn't do anything, sir, so I plead not guilty.
Okay, I'm just making sure that,
Okay.
that we have it straight, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Now, Ms. Peña, if you have to have a trial on the matter, do you want a trial in front of a jury or a trial in front of the court?
In front of the court.
Okay.
If it gets to that point, yes.
Okay. And I need to verify a couple of things, Ms. Peña. Can you verify your address?
Yes, it's 4391 Piper Cub, Robstown, Texas.
I'm sorry, what was that? Piper what?
Piper Cub, PIPERCUB
Okay.
Street.
So,
Yes,
okay. And I need a phone number, Ms. Peña.
361-480-9227.
Okay, Ms. Peña, you have any questions before I let you go?
No, sir.
Okay, once again, you will be receiving notice via mail of your pre-trial date, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Court calls cause number 2207-004497, State of Texas versus Erica Rios. Ms. Rios,
Yes.
can you please raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
You can put your hand on. You are Erica Rios.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Rios, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on or about December 28th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where the complaining witness is Debbie Ann Leal, who accuses you of punching her in the face and pushing her. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, I'm aware.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
As to the charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on or about December 28, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how did you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Ms. Rios, do you want a trial in front of a jury or a trial in front of the court, which would be me?
In front of the court.
Ms. Rios, are you still at 854 Gonzalez?
Yes.
Okay. And can you give me your phone number, please?
It's 361-331-1058.
And one thing I forgot to tell the other individual, and I'm letting everybody else know, whether you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest, at some point today, before 5 o'clock, or at the latest tomorrow, if you live in the area, I need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court at City Hall so you can sign off on your plea paperwork, okay? If you don't come by and sign off on that paperwork, it will be as if you didn't even appear today and a warrant will go out. If you do not live in the area or you find yourself in a situation where you cannot physically come into the court, if you will call the court clerks, they will tell you how they can get the paperwork over to you and what you need to do to get it back to them, okay? All right. Ms. Rios, any questions before I let you go?
No, that is it.
All right, Ms. Rios, thank you very much. Court calls cause number 2207004489, State of Texas versus Destiny Cifuentes. Destiny Cifuentes. Destiny Cifuentes. Court calls cause number 2207004488, State of Texas versus Michael Zachary Zuniga. Michael Zachary Zuniga. Michael Zachary Zuniga. Court calls cause number 2207004495, State of Texas versus Michael Molina. Michael.
Here, sir, right here.
Okay. All right, Mr. Molina, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Molina, you are charged with the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on or about December 28th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where you are accused of possessing a clear plastic bag containing a green substance. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on or about December 28, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, sir.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. How old are you, Mr. Molina?
I am 24 years old, sir. I will be 25 in June.
You 90 days deferred disposition, and I'll explain what that is here in a minute.
What was that, sir? I'm sorry, I did not get that.
I'm placing you on 90 days deferred disposition. I'm going to explain to you in a minute what that means.
Okay, thank you, sir.
It's going to be a fine of $230, court costs of $81 for a total of $311. You also are ordered to do a drug awareness course, which you can do online. I believe there has to be a minimum of 4 hours. So that's what I'll order, 4 hours. All right. So what deferred disposition means, and this will inform everyone else in case you receive this particular order, that means that if you do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay at the end of the deferral period, so long as you don't get any other violations, the case will get dismissed. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Not a problem. That sounds great.
As far as the $311, Mr. Molina, when can you pay that?
Can I have that by, I can have that as soon as next Friday. The total.
I will give you till next Friday to pay that, and that date is going to be the 17th.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Awesome. Sounds great.
Mr. Molina, do you live in Robstown?
Yes, sir. 702 West Avenue B, Robstown, Texas.
And I need a phone number for you, please.
361-687-9409.
Okay, Mr. Molina, I need you to come by the court at some point today or at the latest tomorrow so you can sign off on your paperwork, okay?
Not a problem, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Molina. You are excused.
Thank you, sir. Have a great one.
Sir. Court calls cause number 2207004487. State of Texas versus Elmer Perez. Elmer Perez. Elmer Perez. Court calls cause number 2207004496. State of Texas versus Amanda Davila. Amanda Davila. Amanda Davila. Court calls cause number 2207004493. State of Texas versus Jose Flores. Jose Flores. Jose Flores. Court calls cause number 2207-005-4530. Amanda Abrigo.
I hear, sir.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. You are Amanda Abrigo?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Abrigo, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence, alleged to have occurred on the th day of January, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where the complaining witness is Christopher Tovar, who accuses you of slapping and punching him in the face. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am required by law to read you the following admonishment. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun, or any ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 USC Section 922G9 or Section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to access or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. All right, so we go. As to the charge of assault, contact, family violence, alleged to have occurred on the 15th day of January 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Ms. Abrigo, if you have to have a trial on this matter, do you want it in front of a jury or do you want it in front of the judge?
Is it with you?
Yes, I would be the judge on it.
Yes, I would be there with you in the court.
Okay, Ms. Abrigo, can you verify your address?
Right now it's 1113 Dakota.
And can you give me a phone number, please?
361-210-8061.
Okay, Ms. Abrigo, you will be receiving a notice by mail of your pretrial date. In the meantime, I need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court at some point today before 5 or at the latest tomorrow, so you can sign off on your paperwork, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Abrigo, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Court calls number 207-004526, State of Texas versus Luis Garcia Jr. Luis Garcia Jr. Luis Garcia Jr.
Hello, Your Honor.
Yes.
You called me on the first round, but I guess you didn't see me. I'm David Pena.
All right, Mr. Pena, we'll get back to you here shortly.
All right, just making sure you knew.
Yes, sir. Is there a Luis Garcia? Okay. Court calls cause number 220-7004527, State of Texas versus Robert Joe Cabrera. Robert Joe Cabrera. Robert Joe Cabrera. Court calls cause number 220-7004091, State of Texas versus Carlos Salazar. Carlos Salazar.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Salazar, I need you to show your face. Okay. All right, Mr. Salazar, please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Salazar, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on or about November 6, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces. The complaining witness is Sabrina Garcia Salazar, who accuses you of grabbing her by the arm and pushing her. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, before I go any further, I have to read you the following admonishment. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun, or any ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. Section 922 G9 or Section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to access or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. All right, Mr. Salazar, as to the charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on or about November 6, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Mr. Salazar, if you have to have a trial on the matter, do you want it in front of the judge or in front of a jury?
The judge is fine.
And Mr. Salazar, are you still at 428 Jefferson Street?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and can you please verify your phone number?
361-443-9519.
All right, Mr. Salazar, you're going to receive notice by mail of your pretrial. And I need you at some point today, at the latest tomorrow, come by the Robstown Municipal Court to sign off on your paperwork.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Court call is cause number 2207002170. State of Texas versus Maria Hillcrease.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are Maria Hillcrease?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Gilcrease. It looks like you're here before the court asking for an extension of time. Because looks like you had deferred disposition or you had defensive driving.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was up on November 14th, 2022. That's a
Yes, sir.
What's the problem here, Ms. Gilcrease?
I work like 13 hours a day. So when I get home, I'm tired and I haven't been able to get on the computer.
So what are you asking me to do?
Can I get an extension to do the course? I would probably have to go and do it there instead of online. I know the paper says I have to pay $129. So if I pay that, what is that? I mean, what do I have to do then?
Well, it's $144. I think you already paid that, right?
Yeah, I know I paid some. It was 100 and something. And then they said I had to do a defenses course and I paid for the course and I started it, but I would get home tired. So when I would start it and then by the time I knew it, I would fall asleep on the computer.
Yeah.
But now it's saying I must pay on this paper. It says I have a balance. It says you must pay a balance of $129.90.
Yeah.
So I don't,
Yeah,
and I mean, it's literally my first speeding ticket. I've never had a speeding ticket in all my years. And the only reason I was speeding was because I was on my lunch break and I only had I think it was like I have an hour. So I went to go, my son, he had torn his meniscus. So I had to go get an excuse from the doctor. And when I got off the freeway on that curb is when the cop is marked me speeding. But I didn't, I mean, it wasn't, how do I say? And I've never had a ticket. This is my first time having a ticket.
Crystal, can you tell me, I'm trying to figure out this, it shows here there's a check mark next to the 144 for the driving safety course program. Has she paid that?
She has paid that, Judge.
Okay.
So the remainder, the letter that we sent out is the remainder of the balance that she owes because she failed to complete the defensive driving course. So she has a balance of $129.
I got you. I got you. So that's what that is. Okay. So what I can do, Miss Gilchrist, is, and what I'm going to do, Crystal, I can place her on deferred disposition since she didn't do the driving safety course program, and I'm taking what she said as a valid excuse, but I can't extend the driving safety course because I'm not allowed to go beyond the 90 days. But I can go ahead and place her on deferred disposition. That's what I'm going to do. Hold on. What I'm gonna do, Crystal, the fine is gonna be, the cost is 134 because I can't do anything about that. So what's the balance now, Crystal?
What was the fine? What were you giving it to her, Judge? What
It's
was
a
the
fine of
amount?
$50 and cost of 134, so that's 184.
Yes,
And she already paid 144, right?
that's correct.
So she owes $40, right? So what I want you to do, Ms. Kilchrist,
Yes, sir.
by when can you pay the $40?
I could go pay it here as soon as I hang up with you.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, you take you off the driving safety course program because you're beyond that time. Place you on
Okay.
deferred disposition with a fine of $50, cost of $134. You will be on deferred disposition for 10 days, right? So pay that
Okay.
$50 in 10 days from today's date, the case will get dismissed.
Okay.
You got that, Crystal?
Yes, Judge.
And Ms. Gilchrist, is it today that you'll be able to come by for the $40?
Yes, I will take off right here as soon as I hang up with you.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. You have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
I did something. Court calls cause number 220700232, State of Texas versus Fabian Gomez. Fabian Gomez. Fabian Gomez. Court calls cause number 22070033596, State of Texas versus Michael Alvarez.
Yes, sir.
Alvarez, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. You are Michael Alvarez?
That's correct.
Mr. Alvarez, you are here before the court asking for an extension of time on your deferral.
Yes.
And it looks like you got a balance of $348.90. How much time do you need, Mr. Alvarez?
Well, Judge, this was going on on that initial citation. My daughter, I was taking my daughter to the doctor there in Robstown with Dr. Elizondo there at the Richard Borchard Fairgrounds. And that's the reason I was speeding. Was later that day, my daughter gets diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. That was the reason I was taking her there. I was working in San Antonio. I lost my job. I don't have any money. I mean, we had to pay co-pays for the chemotherapy. She's getting at the cancer center in Corpus. I got all the documents here as far as her diagnosis and stuff, and you would like to see those, but I don't know what I can do or what options are available. I'm in the process.
First things first, I need to extend this deferral.
Okay.
Way that we're getting, we'll get you like some time, right?
Okay, yes, sir.
And then I need you to come by the court. There is an application that I talked about earlier, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Find yourself in a position where you're unable to pay, which that's what you're telling me right now. You fill out that application. It's going to ask for certain information.
Okay.
You fill it out, you file it with the court, then they're going to set you up for a hearing the way we're doing it now. So I can go over that application and then we can discuss other options that you can do. Okay. But we need to follow that process first.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I can extend you up until May 17th, right? That's the longest I can extend you. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
But between now and then, and I say do it sooner than later because we don't want this to slip through the cracks, okay?
I'll go over there right now.
Yeah, you come and you get that application, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, Mr. Avides, any questions before I let you go?
No, sir. That'll be all. We'll just wait for that. I'll do that paperwork and then I'll submit it, wait for that hearing.
You know what, Mr. Avides, let me have your phone number, please.
361-724-7197.
Okay, Mr. Avides. All right, thank
Thank
you.
you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Court calls number 0809C033 1512 C042 1507 C045 1501 002 063 1508 C010 1501 001 002131 1507 00556 1501 002091 State of Texas versus Lorena Duran. You need to unmute yourself, Ms. Duran.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you please raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You are Lorena Duran?
Correct. Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down, Ms. Duran.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Duran, you are here before the court on an application for time payment extension and/or community service regarding total outstanding fines and fees of $3,147.30. Is that your understanding, Ms. Duran?
Well, yeah, but some of them have to do with my deceased husband, and I wanted to plead not guilty to that because that was an abusive relationship.
Well, these are not new cases, Ms. Duran. These are, you've already entered into pleas on these cases.
Okay, can I make payment arrangements?
Yeah, that's what you're here right now before the court. So looking at your application, you are currently employed by Del Cielo,
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
and you make about $1,200 a month.
Yes, more or less, yes.
And it shows that you have monthly expenses of about $1,200. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. I didn't put credit cards or anything like that. I just put basic stuff that I have to pay.
I do find that you are indigent, and I will approve. What I have before me right now is a payment schedule order
Yes, sir.
that you want to do payments.
Correct, sir.
Now, Ms. Duran, I normally don't like to do a payment plan that goes over a year long. But that's a long time to be
I know.
a plan, but at a year, the payments on this is $262.
That's not a lot, but
That is a lot, and I understand that's a lot, especially if you're only making that amount.
would I be able to pay like $50 every 2 weeks or something like that, or that's still not enough?
Look, if I place you on 24 months,
Mm-hmm.
the payment would be $131.13 a month, right?
Okay, so that's like 65.
That's like $65 every 2 weeks.
Okay,
Could
I
you
can do that, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I can do that.
Now, there's other things we can do. I mean, there's community service, but I don't know if you have time where you can do community service.
Well, I would only have like the weekends, and that's kind of because this job I have it 7 days a week, and I could probably do like in the afternoons, but my mother has dementia and I help out with that too, and it's kind of hard.
And your husband's deceased, right? That's what you told me?
Yes, he's deceased. Yes, sir.
Um, let me see what I can do on this, Ms. Duran, because that's a long time to be on that payment plan. I'm gonna look at some other options, Ms. Duran. I just need you to call the court here this afternoon.
Okay, I can go in person if I have to, sir.
Okay.
I can.
Call the court and then if they need you to come in person, we'll have you come in person, okay?
Okay, and it would be that, my 387-4589?
Yes.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Duran.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, sir. Thank you.
too. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Court calls cause number 2207-004494, State of Texas versus Hector Cantu.
Yes, sir.
Please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You are Hector Cantu.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cantu, you are charged with the offense of public intoxication
Yes, sir.
alleged to have occurred on or about January 1st, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on or about January 1st, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
He said it again. It was breaking up.
Okay. As to the charge of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on January 1st, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. How old are you, Mr. Cantu?
I'm 19, sir.
Mr. Cantu, I'm placing you on 90 days deferred disposition.
Okay.
It's going to be a fine of $230, cost of $81 for a total of $311.
Okay.
You also have to do an alcohol awareness course. By when can you pay the $311, Mr. Cantu?
I get paid tomorrow. Should be fine tomorrow.
All right, I'm going to put
So where would I go to this? Would I go to the city hall for this?
yes. You're going to come to city
Alrighty.
be till the 10th. Okay, that's Friday, just to give you, things happen, just to give you a couple of days in case you can't make it tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Can I have a phone number for you, Mr. Cantu?
361-480-9986.
The alcohol awareness course is going to be for 4 hours.
On what date is that?
You can do it online. You just do a search. When you come talk to the girls, they can tell you. Okay?
Okay.
They'll give you some information on that.
Alrighty.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, you're excused.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Pena,
Yes, sir.
okay, is it David Pena?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You were the first case. Court calls cause number 2207004490, State of Texas versus David Pena. Mr. Pena, I need to be able to see your face.
Can you see me?
Right hand?
Can you see me?
Yes, sir. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are David Pena. You can put your hand down.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pena, you are charged with the offense of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on or about.
I can stop you right there, Your Honor. I plead not guilty to all the charges.
Mr. Pena, you need to let me finish what I'm saying because I'm required by law to do certain things. So you let me do what I need to do, and then I'll ask you how do you plead, and that's when you're going to answer, okay?
All righty.
You are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on or about December 14th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where the complaining witness is Rose Pena, and she accuses you of saying, "I'll kill you" in Spanish.
Shit.
This is assault by threat. Mr. Pena, let me remind you, you're in a courtroom, okay?
Yeah, I
don't
understand
need
that.
to be laughing, okay?
All right.
And I understand that, you know, that your plea is going to be not guilty, but you still have to have respect for the bench, okay?
Yeah, well, I didn't put any charges on anybody, and I thought everything was dropped. The cops left that day, and
Okay.
that day I told her I was the victim. I was the one getting hit, so I don't know what
Okay.
the hell's the problem here.
All right, Mr. Pena, and that may very well be the case. And when you speak to the prosecutor, and if you want to bring your wife, I don't know, is she your wife?
Yeah, we're working on that too.
Okay, if you want to bring her to talk to the prosecutor, you're more than welcome to have her do that also. But as to hold on, before I do that, I have to read you this by law. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or any ammunition pursuant to federal law 18 USC section 922 G9 or section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to access or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay, Mr. Pena, as to the charge of assault.
Okay, I have questions on that too. I already have guns, Your Honor.
Mr. Pena, listen to me. At the very end, it says, if you have any questions regarding what I just read to you, that you need to consult an attorney, okay? I can't answer questions regarding that.
All right.
The charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on December 14, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
I can't hear you. You broke up there in the last.
Okay. As to the charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on December 14th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty, like I said, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. The court will accept your plea of not guilty. We're going to set this matter for trial. If you have to have a trial on the matter, you want it before the court or in front of a jury?
It wouldn't matter to me, Your Honor. It would not matter, not one bit.
No, I understand, but I have to ask you, and you need to let me know your preference.
I would just be between us, you know. I mean, we involve a lot of other people that really don't need to be involved.
So you want it before the court, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Pena. Let me just verify. Can I have a phone number for you, please?
It's a TOSA number, so it's 918-308-1907.
And Mr. Pena, are you still at 701 East Avenue D, apartment 67?
Huh? I never lived there, man.
I'm just letting you know what's on this report. Please give me your address.
My address is 4391 Piper Cup Street. 4391 Piper Cup Street, Robstown, Texas, 78380. But at the moment, I'm not in town, Your Honor. I've been out of town since that incident. I've been trying to keep away, if anything.
No, I understand. I just needed an address for you. Mr. Pena,
I just don't wanna have to go back, Your Honor. You understand what I'm saying? I don't wanna go back to that.
no, I got you, Mr. Pena. So since you're not in town right now, where are you?
At the moment, I am in Brownsville, Your Honor.
Okay, so if you can just call the court when we get off the phone, because you need to sign off on your plea of not guilty. So they can tell you, what you need to do to get that plea to us, okay?
All right, and I call the court where?
361-387-4589.
4589.
Yeah, 361-387-4589, and it's gonna ask you for an option, just push 4.
All right, like I said, I got a lot of deals. I'm dealing with cancer and shit. I really ain't got time for this, Your Honor.
I understand, Mr. Pena, but someone made an accusation, and after you talk to the prosecutor, it may be that this goes away after you tell them your side of the story or whatever the case may be, okay?
All righty, Your Honor.
All right, your excuse.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Garcia, just wait a minute. I'm waiting for somebody else to join.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, but I'll just go ahead and go with your case. Court calls cause number 22070045526, State of Texas versus Luis Garcia Jr. Mr. Garcia, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down.
What is your name?
Mario Jimenez?
Mario Jimenez?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on one second, Mr. Jimenez.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Garcia,
Yes, sir.
we had a little bit of a technical difficulty here. Mr. Jimenez, I'm not ready for you yet, so I need you to mute. Mr. Garcia, if you can unmute yourself.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that, Mr. Garcia. Court calls cause number 2207004-526, State of Texas versus Luis Garcia Jr. Please raise your right hand, Mr. Garcia. Once again, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, you are charged with the offense of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on December 31st, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, the way this goes, I'm going to ask you how do you plead. You're going to have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing, in that I will find you guilty and go to the sentencing portion of the case. If you plead not guilty, then the case will be set for a trial, and it's going to be your choice whether it's in front of a jury or in front of the court, which is me. You will be set for a pretrial before that, where you have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor. Okay. Other things you need to know: you have certain rights. You have the right to have a trial by jury. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. You also have the right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If I order a fine in court costs, Mr. Garcia, and you are unable to meet that financial obligation, there are alternative means. where you can fill out an application, and if you qualify, I can put you on an extended payment plan. I can put you on community service or a combination of those things. In addition, there are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain charges. For instance, on a driving with no insurance, not only can you be subject to fines and court costs in this court, but you could be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas. If you have a question whether your particular charge is subject to something like this, I strongly suggest you consult a lawyer. Also, if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in a situation, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. You have any questions, Mr. Garcia?
No, sir.
As to the charge of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on December 31st, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
The court will accept your plea of no contest. I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition. What it means is that if you pay what I ask you to pay and you do what I ask you to do, the case gets dismissed. As long as you don't get any additional charges. It's going to be a fine of $230, cost of $81 for a total of $311. You also have to do a alcohol awareness course, 4 hours online. Once you finish that course, you need to bring us a copy of that certificate. Mr. Garcia, by when can you pay the $311?
Okay, I just started working this past week, and before that, I haven't been working in a few months. So it's gonna take me some time, but on the 17th, I get my first paycheck, and I could start making some payments if, that'll work with you.
That'll be fine. I'm gonna give you to the end of the 90-day period, so that'll give you 3 months to get it paid off.
Okay.
Can I have a phone number for you, Mr. Garcia?
361-941-5157.
And are you still at $4685 Alice Road?
No, sir. I need that needs to be updated.
What's your address now?
It's 217 Retama Circle, Robstown, Texas 78380.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, I need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court by the end of today before 5 or no later tomorrow before 5 to sign off on your plea paperwork, okay?
Okay.
You have any questions?
Would they, when I go in, would they be giving me the like an address, I mean, a website to get the?
Yeah, they'll give you, they'll give you the information on the course.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. I'll be over there later today.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Your excuse.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Court calls cause number 2207004492, State of Texas versus Mario Alberto Jimenez. Mr. Jimenez,
Yes, sir.
okay. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Jimenez. You are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence. Alleged to have occurred on or about December 11th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
No, sir.
Okay. Are you aware that somebody's saying that you assaulted them?
Yes, sir.
Mr.
The thing was, I got an agreement with my wife on a store, and somebody called the cops that I
Okay.
fighting with her, and but nothing happened. So
Okay, no, that's fine. But you're aware that somebody did that they're charging you with this, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So by law, Mr. Jimenez, I have to read you the following thing, okay?
Okay.
If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or any ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 USC section 922 G9 or section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to access or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney.
Okay.
Mr. Jimenez, as to the charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on December 11, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead, Mr. Jimenez? Guilty,
Not
not
guilty.
guilty?
Not
Okay,
guilty.
okay. The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Mr. Jimenez, if you have to have a trial on it, do you want it in front of the judge or in front of the jury? Si es necesario tener una cita de corte, ¿quieres enfrente del juicio o enfrente del juez?
Del juez.
Okay.
Pero como digo, alguien fue el que llamó. Mi esposa no le llamó a nadie, ¿me entienden? Porque no estábamos peleando ni hubo nada de violencia.
No,
Fue-
está bien. Y mira, te vamos a mandar una fecha de corte para que lo que se dice un pre-trial. En esa fecha va a estar presente el abogado para el Estado. Mira, si usted puede poner a su esposa de hablar con él y si su esposa le dice al abogado del Estado que esto no ocurrió o que ella no quiere poner cargos, entonces el Estado puede quitar los cargos si el Estado cree que tiene merit, ¿verdad?
Sí.
So eso es lo que puede pasar, señor Jiménez, ¿ok?
Está bien.
Necesito su dirección donde vive.
Es 941 Illinois Street, Roustown, Texas, 78380.
¿Y su número de teléfono?
361-244-9521.
244-25.
No, 9521.
9521. Ok. Bueno, señor Jiménez, para el fin de hoy o si no, para el fin del día mañana, antes de las 5, necesito que vengas a la corte aquí en el City Hall, por la Main Street, a firmar sus papeles de not guilty, ¿ok?
Ok, mañana voy para allá porque ahorita ando ocupado, ¿ok?
Está bien.
Gracias.
Gracias. Okay, the time is 11:33 and we are off the record. Here on pause.